Hi guys, welcome to another Handmade Happy Hour. It is Friday, our regular time for our Handmade Happy Hour that we're doing at Print Cut Craft. So if you are new here and you don't know what Print Cut Craft is, I'm Tracy. I help people learn how to use their Cricut machine and make a bunch of fun DIY home decor projects using your Cricut, or even just fun techniques that we kind of mix and match um, on or what we do over here with our craft kits and SVG files and all that fun stuff. So today I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite things is print and cut. I originally started Print Cut Craft as a printable business, and we had a printable membership, and it was just a lot of fun. So it was just printables for busy moms. And so one of the things we did, which I kept getting asked by my friends, was design some tags for them, or print this for them, or cut this out for them. And so I thought, you know what? That's kind of how my whole printable kind of company kind of started. And since then, that was like 10 years ago, we pivoted to being more Cricut focused and making handmade. Let me make sure the comments are on. Handmade items with your Cricut machine and just fun techniques that we do over here. So that's what we do at Print Cut Craft. So today on the Handmade Happy Hour, I wanted to go over the print and cut feature. And so if you haven't used that before, why would you want to do a print and cut? Hey, Anne. So a lot of times for print and cut, you could make stickers. You could take any image that's a PNG with a transparent background and turn it into a sticker or a cutout. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. But this could be added as a gift tag. It could be, and it could be any design that you guys want. You can find them all over the internet. Any PNG will do. Hey, Debbie. And so one of the features that I like it for is that you can incorporate it. You can turn your regular SVGs into a PNG or a print and cut file, which I'm going to show you in Design Space. Or you could just take it already done, like I did, PNG, and turn it into something that you can cut out. Like you could add this to a gift bag. You could turn it into a sticker. You can put it in, print it on printable vinyl. I don't use the printable vinyl. I have a laser printer for me, so that doesn't go through the printer. The printable vinyl doesn't work for me, but if you have an inkjet, that works. So what do you need to make a print and cut? You're going to need some cardstock or copy paper. I use just cardstock for this. And so you're going to need a printer, and you're going to need your Cricut machine. And so what I think most people would use print and cut for a lot of times is stickers, or like I would use, you could do something like this for a scrapbook embellishment, or if it was smaller, maybe a greeting card, those kind of things. And then also we did one inside our membership. We did cup decals, like we just designed a cup wrap, and then we added a care card, and the care card was a cute printout, and we did it as a print and cut. So, oh, awesome. Now we're streaming to YouTube now too. So we started streaming on our main page, and now we're adding in every Friday. We're at the same time, we're streaming to YouTube as well. So I know some people don't like Facebook, and so they can always go find us over there too. So I'm going to show you what to do with this, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to upload a PNG in Design Space. And we're going to just go over the basics of print and cut. But some of the fun things I've personally done with them is you can make, take basically, if you don't want images like this, you can get a whole background image of digital paper off of Etsy or Creative Fabrica or anything like that. And you could make it into, I've done it before, where you cut out bows and put them on Christmas packages, and definitely tags, like with to and from type tag. You can print those out and cut them. Labels for the pantry, like containers for the pantry, done that. So you don't have to print on paper. You could print on sticker paper, and you could print on transparencies too. I don't have it right here with me, but a year ago, or Anne, maybe you remember, Anne, when we did this 2 years ago, we printed on transparencies. It was like a little ghost or little Halloween kind of motif. We printed on transparencies, and we put it in a snow globe. And then we added some like smoke into the snow globe type, or even just a little ornament, a glass ornament. And it just looked really cool. And there's just lots of different uses for a print and cut besides just a standard print on cardstock. Hey, Marla. There's going to be a replay. There's always going to be a replay of these. As soon as they're done, they'll upload into, they'll just show up. They're already in Facebook and YouTube, and they'll be there. You guys can watch the replays anytime. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to upload a PNG for this little guy, and the method I use. Hey Cheryl, the method I use for PNGs in Cricut Design Space. So let me switch over to Design Space. I already have one of these on my cutting mat because let me show you. I have them. I pre-printed it because my printer is not right here. My printer is like in my office, and so I printed extras so I could already have them ready to go. And then when we go design it and cut it, I'm just going to cut it out of the one that I already printed, which happens to be this guy right here. But let me show you how to upload a PNG. So I'm just going to go to my uploads, click upload. I'm going to go browse. If you have your window open, you can find it easily that way. And then this is the one I used. So then it's just going to pull it up, and you have to have, you don't have to, but it's a good idea to have one with a transparent background. Hey, Monica. And so I always just pick complex because you could pick any of these other ones, especially if it's a solid color, like all black design or something. But I always just do complex because it's going to work. This one has a lot of detail to it. And so it's just going to work the best. And so now I just pick it for everything. And so we're going to do that. So I'm going to click apply and continue. Now, if you had any white background that you wanted to remove, you can go over here and click the erase, and you can make your eraser bigger or smaller. When you come over here, you can see that circle. Let me make it big so you can see it too. So you can see how big that circle is now. I don't want to erase anything on here. I just want to show you the simple print and cut technique. And so I'm just going to leave it as is because I already had a transparent background, and so we're good to go on that. So then I'm just going to click apply and continue. And this is where you have some choices where you can make some fun decisions. I'm doing print and cut, which is what I'm showing you today. But when you upload a PNG, it always gives you the option to make it a cut file. So if you wanted this to be a cut file, you could totally pick that option. But I'm wanting to turn this into more of like a tag for a gift or something, for a gift bag. So I'm going to do print and cut. So I know this is the one I just uploaded. So I have the green border around here. So I know that's the one I'm going to upload onto my canvas. So this is the one I already made. And so I don't want to touch it because I don't have my printer here. So I already pre-printed my stuff. So this is the one that we just uploaded. So you can see it says print then cut over here in the layers panel. And that's the wrong name. That's just, I was using a file and that's what I have. So that's just, and you can always change this to be, double click it. We'll just name it Bunny. If I could spell right. Okay, so it shows print then cut. So as it is right now, and there's a little caution thing. So let's look and see what it says. This is low resolution. For best results, make it smaller. And then also if you make it too big, like if we stretch this bigger, I should get a different error message saying this is too big. And what's so cool is for Cricut Design Space, they've upped what they used to have as a smaller place where you could print. Now, this one is just printing like on this page, but there's still more room I could have used on 8.5 by 11. You can print giant now. It all depends on what kind of printer you have. And I think it goes around 10.5 inches to around 15 inches. Oh yeah, I don't know, Becky, why it's on that. So you can print then cut even giant now, but it all depends on what kind of printer you have and what size paper you have. I'm just using 8.5 by 11, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so then to make this into a sticker, so I'm going to shrink this so then we can get rid of some of these error messages. It's still telling me it's still going to be fine if it's bigger. I know this is a good resolution, so I would just kind of ignore that the resolution image. But if you do get the red error that it won't print because it's too large, that does happen. Then you need to shrink it down. So basically, I'm just going to let's just shrink this down a little more. What we're going to do is an offset and make it into a sticker. Hey, Hannah. And my offset feature has been, I don't know. I feel like Cricut's been a little slow today. And it could be my internet too. So as soon as it gets me an offset, okay, there we go. So this could be as big or as small as you want. If you want it bigger, well, then I got to let the machine think a minute because I guess my connection's really slow today. And then it's going to, once it decides to show me this size, wow, it's really slow today. Okay, we're just going to click apply because I don't know why it takes so long to think. So here's the offset. So we've got our bunny and we've got our offset. So then this offset, I'm going to want to make white. If you want to do a sticker or if you just don't want it to show up like on your designs, I always print on white paper. So you can change that to be whatever color you want. Whatever color you want is what color it will print at. So now we have the two layers. We've got our print and cut bunny and we've got our offset layer. And this is the one I started earlier just so I could have the printouts done. So this little guy, I'm just going to click and drag. Oh, hang on. What's this? This little guy, I don't know what that is. I don't need that, but I just need these two things. So I've got my bunny and my offset. So I'm going to click and drag. And then if you want to make stickers, this is the same exact process you're going to do for stickers. You're going to flatten it. So now when you see that, it says flattened, print, then cut. So then you would just, I'm going to hide this one and we're going to go off of this one from this step because this is the one I actually printed from earlier. And so this one I just wanted to show you basically how to upload and how to make it into basically a sticker. So I'm going to just hide this guy. I'm just closing it with the eyeball. So then now I'm going to use this one. I'm going to click make it. It's going to tell you, hey, you need to send this to your printer. I'm going to pick my paper size. I'm going to do 8.5 by 11 and then click continue. And then it says you need to print this on paper, send to the printer, and then you can pick your printer. Well, I've already printed mine, so I'm going to go over here where it says I've already printed just because my printer is not right here where my craft area is. Okay, so then I'm going to do 80-pound cardstock, and then it's ready to go to the machine. So let's go here. So basically, we're going to cut it out. I am going to use my light grip mat, and I cut an extra one out too. Are you guys near wildfires, Monica? Okay, so we're just going to add this onto our cutting mat, and this has registration lines. And when you're doing these little lines, they're the registration lines you can see. And that's how Cricut's going to read it. And so I'm just using my regular cutting blade. And then I'm going to put it in, and then it'll kind of just scan the corners, and it'll go over to this one and scan the corners. And it's telling itself, where is this printout on your cutting mat? Oh, we're having wildfires. I know. It's been so busy with the whole website relaunch. I haven't even turned the news on. If we're having wildfires anywhere near me, I can't tell because it's not smoky out or anything. Anyway, so we're going to load it. It's ready to load. And this works better if it's on matte paper. If you happen to have glossy paper, sometimes it can be a little bit tricky for the machine to read the registration marks. And there's some tips you can do, like you could put some frosted tape, like Scotch tape. So now it's ready. Okay, now it's going to read the registration lines. What was I saying before about that? Oh, if you're using glossy sticker paper or some glossy paper, and it won't read the registration lines, sometimes you can just put a piece of you know, like Scotch tape kind of comes a little frosted. You can just put that over the registration line, and it takes some of the glare off, and then it can read the registration lines. I guess I should turn the news on, you guys. I don't know. I haven't seen where the fires are in the Panhandle. No idea. So it's going to do this, and then it's going to cut out your bubble that you made, just how you designed it, which is so cool. But you could do like lots of Christmas tags at Christmas time, birthday tags, embellishments for your scrapbooking, any like scrapbooking pieces. We've used this several times in our club and in our workshops. And we have a whole little workshop called the Print and Cut Boot Camp that just kind of walks you through making different things, from stickers to tags to labels. So let's unload it. And just to show you how easy it is to use Print and Cut. And it's a great feature that Cricut offers. All right, so then you're left, that's trash, and you're left with the good parts. So that's how easy it is to use a Print and Cut. You just need some PNGs, and you can find them all over, but Etsy is a great place for them, especially because you can get a whole bundle of different designs. But this would be so cute to do these kind of little collections, like these little, on Etsy, let's just say, they even have scrapbooking digital paper bundles. So they have big papers, they have all sorts of like these kind of things, where you could turn them into little cutouts like this and make like a whole bunch of different greeting cards or scrapbook layouts or anything really. But the thing that I kind of used them for the most was tags for gift bags. And then we did do, yeah, really, it's mostly that kind of thing. I just like embellishing like with a to and from or something like that. But guys, that's how easy it is to use Print and Cut. It's nothing that hard. I think, and let me tell you the difference real quick between a PNG and a SVG, is that SVG, especially when you're in Design Space, you can see all the little layers. Like if this was a true SVG, you would see like every little layer would be like the bunny, the basket, all this. But since this is detailed and it's watercolored, this would never be a true SVG. But you could get the bunny shape, the basket shape, the eggs shape, the flower shape. Just like we saw the whole outline was a cut. You could choose cut file or PNG. You could do the same thing with turning a true SVG into a PNG. You can change it from, if you have an SVG on your Design Space, you can switch it to Print and Cut under Operations and turn it into a sticker as well. So you can take SVGs and do the same exact thing if you want. And turn them, you just have to flatten it. The trick is to flatten it. And if you don't flatten it, then when you go to print it, it's not gonna work right. So that's one trick for that. There are lots of places where you can get some really good paper. I use an inkjet. No, I use a laser jet. I love my laser jet. You can use an inkjet, that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, good point, Anne. These would be good for decoupaging. Good point. Yes, they would. But it's just a matter of printing it on whatever you want to print it on. You could even send your printouts. Well, no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say you could send your printouts to like the copy store, the home office store, but that would be kind of tricky just because you have to send it. You'd have to hold it in your, save it in Design Space, go get it printed and then come back. But I don't know that that would work. You really kind of do need a printer to hook it up to. And so I don't have my printer right here at my craft station. So what I do is like design something, take it to my printer, go plug my computer in, click print when I'm in Design Space and it tells me I'm ready to print. And then I come back, plug it in over here at my craft area where I have my cutting machine, and then I cut it out. And that's why I cut. And then you can print out multiple copies at once and just cut as many as you want to do. So easy peasy, right, guys? So that's all I got for you guys today. We have a very busy day at Print Cut Craft. We are launching our new website to our members tonight. And so I've got to get ready for that. And it's a really, really big day for Print Cut Craft. So super excited. And if you guys are in the club or the subscription box, I will see you tonight at 7 inside our Facebook groups. All right, guys, I'm going to go get ready for that big reveal tonight. Bye.